So today we are going to be meeting with the party's media relations manager. That would be currently just in training right now. Hopefully later on we're going to be able to have them go out to the media, do discussions, do panels, talk a little bit about the party, just to kind of disperse the responsibility from myself to her as well. So we're just kind of getting ready, getting in the mood. We woke up a few hours ago, have a late night. A lot of the times we go out, or myself, I'll go out to networking events, try to make as many connections as possible, and yeah. One of the probably most key elements to being in politics is making sure that you're connected. So generally throughout the day, since I don't have to go out until much later, you have to start reading the newspaper, checking out the national level, the provincial level of politics, and since today is the 26th and we have the mayoral election in a month, it is important to check on that, especially since our primary base is within Toronto. So we have about 8-9 members right now. All of them are working other jobs. They have other career plans, or they're going to school. So we get a nice mix of people that are taking time out of their lives to work with this party, because we have goals that they believe in. We have objectives that they want to see obtained. So really the best part about when I go to work is that I have enthusiastic individuals that are ready to promote their own ideas and give me feedback on things that we're talking about. So I'm lucky that I get to work in a nice positive environment. One of our major goals is really connecting the younger generation that doesn't vote all the time, or doesn't maybe actively participate in politics. We're trying to connect them, with the other generations that are perhaps used to voting, that see voting as something you have to do, and just kind of show them that their issues are actually probably along the same lines. I mean, we all have different concerns, but we can also connect them with other people that might be worried about the economy, might be worried about jobs, security, maybe perhaps raising a family, or the biggest thing right now, I believe, is tuition costs. I mean, a lot of people are in debt. Other generations are still in debt from tuition. So, these issues are not just one generation's issues. They are things that kind of bleed out into another ones. So what we do is we try to go out and relate those issues as best as we can to younger generations or upcoming generations, and they resonate very well with the older generations because they know about that. So connecting them helps us and helps the people know kind of what they want from their government, get a bit of a better bearing on who they want to vote for, because you don't want to ignore one generation, such as the ones that are about to retire very soon, just to focus on the youth, or just focus on the youth and ignore the older generation, because financial security is something I think everybody is concerned with. The safety of your livelihood, where you live, where you work, where you play. These are all things that are connected, and we need to just really kind of combine them all into one segment so people can really see the value of government. What got me into politics, I think, is the experiences that you can get from it. I come from studying business. I did international business studies, and I love business. It's a great industry to work in, and it's something I still have quite interest in. But what really kind of struck me with business is there's a lot of taking. The whole goal is to make more money, or the objective is to sell more, or do whatever. There's not really enough giving so much. So politics kind of gave me that outlet where I could do a lot, and I can also kind of give back. So when you interact with different people, when I'm at those networking events, I get to listen to people and hear their concerns and see if I can actually personally perhaps do anything or get our party to help them out with those concerns. Because people have different lives, and we have people that have traveled. There are many people that have had severe hardships in their life, and some people that have had great triumphs. And listening to those people and kind of almost living a life through them, and kind of getting their perspective and listening to their experiences is very rewarding to me. And as well, if I can help them succeed or help them get through whatever it is. I find that a lot more rewarding than just perhaps maybe going into business, just, trying to focus on just getting as much as I can. This way I can give back, if I guess what we get is more seats in Parliament, but what we can give back is to people's concerns. We can listen to them, we can really discuss the issues one-on-one with them and represent them for the best that we can in a national level. I guess one example of what really got me into politics was, after finishing school, I noticed that myself and a lot of other people, we did our studies and we went to school. We did pretty much what the other generations did before, except the kind of surprise is that there wasn't enough jobs available for everybody. I mean, I still talk to people, they're working in, maybe they studied business, but they're working, at a retail store, but not at the level that they studied for. They may be working as cashier or something that might not be appropriate for them. So the big thing for me was, getting out and realizing that I'm not just the only one affected by this. There's a lot of other people that need jobs, and it's kind of where the business mindset mixes with the political mindset, is how can we make more jobs and get more money in the economy. And what helps people is the fact that they have the availability to get those jobs. They can, pick what career that they want to do. They can figure out what they want to do with their life. They have options rather than just being limited to, first come, first serve of whatever job that they can get. So I think that's one of the biggest issues that really pulled me into politics is helping in that regard, because you get that wonderful mix of business and politics. One thing that I've always kind of saw true is I don't believe that your financial status should dictate whether you're eligible to enter into politics. I believe that, regardless of your background or, how much you make or what your job is, that, if you're going out there and you're trying to represent the people, you're not just representing your own personal views, that you shouldn't be limited by that. And that's kind of one of the principles that our party really runs on. We don't have a large budget in any regard, and we have people from very different backgrounds. So seeing everybody just kind of join in and sharing their opinions is something that is absolutely instrumental in growing this party. It's not just the perspective of somebody, that is CEO or anything like that. They're not just, it's not just somebody that's maybe not well off. It's a mixture of everybody. And that's what politics is really all about, is just including everybody within the nation to come together and form different ideas and opinions and bring them forth and represent others.